Candice Falcon is a restorative tattoo artist in Vancouver who is helping breast cancer survivors feel comfortable in their bodies again. By tattooing 3D areolas post-mastectomy, Candice supports a sense of womanhood and renews a feeling of normalcy for her clients. Sadie Chung has the story.
I came around answering. I always come back.
As soon as I met Candice Falcon, I could tell she had a big personality. It didn't take long for me to discover she has a big heart to match. Candice is a restorative tattoo artist that specializes in nipple tattoos for breast cancer survivors. At her shop in Vancouver, Falcon Artistry Specialty Tattoo.
Aesthetic-wise, I have a bunch of upcycled, unique things that I've put together. I hope that it kind of like is a bit distracting and is just kind of a fun thing to look at. Generally speaking, the whole experience is actually such a celebration and like kind of that finishing phase and like finishing touch to everything. And there was definitely like a point where I was getting like a lot of shirtless hugs.
Candice stresses that the work she does is far from standard artistic tattoos. Her work requires a deep understanding of the recovery process of a woman battling through breast cancer.
There's so much medical background that you need to know about it as well. So you're dealing with compromised skin, so thin skin, radiated skin, lymph removal, scarring. These are all things that are not done or typically by sort of like regular tattoo artists.
Victoria Ward has been battling breast cancer since June of 2020. After receiving a double mastectomy, doctors found an additional breast cancer. She's been receiving weekly chemo and has her sights set on October when she completes treatment.
The day I got to remove my bandages, it must have been 5 days post-op surgery. I was excited, actually. That's going to sound kind of crazy. I was excited to have the relief of knowing that the tumors had been removed. I think that with getting a tattoo with the reconstruction, it's, in my eyes, and as I say, I'm different to every other cancer patient, I look at it as it would be more of a new me, not trying to be the old me. In my eyes, I'm still myself, but with just some body changes. It is like a amputation, and I feel that the tattooing, it gives you that sense of still the feeling of being a woman, but you're not trying to be who you were.
I have a binder with some pictures of different colors and textures and whatever, like different types of nipples. It's just like a catalog of nipples. So that kind of helps them with sort of like inspiration. If it's a bilateral mastectomy, meaning both breasts have been removed, then I just kind of like work back and forth. So I decide and add something on one side, add it on the other, and you're always kind of matching. If it's a unilateral mastectomy where one breast has been removed only, we're trying to match it to the natural nipple, which still ends up almost being a 3-hour appointment because it's so challenging to try and get that same sort of dimension and color matching.
Candice loves the opportunity to get to know her clients through the tattoo process. She never pressures someone to share their story and is happy to make small talk instead. Candice told me that she has formed a very appreciative outlook on life after hearing many stories of battling breast cancer.
A lot of people say that they don't look in the mirror after they've been through this. Their body looks different. There's scarring. Yeah, it's just kind of a reminder. We take a before picture, which is so important, like not only just kind of like for my records, but also for them, because it's like as soon as they have that tattoo, they're like, oh, I didn't even remember what I looked like before. It's like kind of like a nice comparison. So when you come in, I have kind of a wall of mirrors, and they're all different like shapes and sizes. people don't really notice it coming in, and then when they're all done and they're heading out, they're actually looking in all the mirrors on their way out.
I'm Sadie Chung with my co-producer Jackson Stevens for Evolution 1079.